Hello, so here we are, Friday, October the 3rd. This is day 3 for our first Friday. Dun, dun, dun. But we're going to do it, okay? Friday is usually most people's biggest trigger, okay? These are the people that I've worked with over the years. Friday is usually a big struggle for them. So I don't know you, but I'm guessing Friday is a big struggle for you as well. So today is going to be a special one. We're gonna smash that craving for you tonight, and we're going to get you through the weekend, all right? And this is where you prove to yourself that you're actually serious. And this is a big one in the program that we do on these 30-day sprints. Obviously, as I said before, this is the kind of light version of that, and we make sure that on those first Fridays and Saturdays, that first weekend, that we really kind of monitor you and make sure that you actually get through it. And if you're interested in that, you can click the link below. That will take you to a video. It tells you a bit more about stuff, and you know, if you want to book a call with me, we can have a chat and see how we can help you. But anyway, that aside, on with the video. Now, Friday, there's usually a number of rituals around Friday, and as human beings, we're creatures of habit. We love a ritual. You know, we love our kind of certainty. The brain loves certainty, and it loves dopamine as well. So what we usually find is Fridays have a kind of ritual around them. So maybe there's finishing work on a Friday. For me, that was a big one, because I work outside of this. I work in a sales capacity. I have my own business doing that, but whatever, doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about that. But when I was working for somebody else, you know, young sales guys, it would be Friday night. Maybe we'd made money that week. Maybe we hadn't made money. So we'd go to the pub on a Friday and commiserate, or we'd go to the pub on a Friday and celebrate. You know, being British, the pub culture is ingrained in a lot of what we do. Perhaps less so these days, but certainly when I was younger, it was a big thing. So I would imagine there's some kind of ritual for you around a Friday. Maybe you finish work and it's time to go to the pub or to the bar with your friends, or maybe it's home, open a bottle of wine, maybe, you know, have a bath, or maybe go have some dinner with your husband or your wife or whoever. So there's going to be some kind of ritual. Now, tied up in that ritual, along with the alcohol, is your identity, okay? Now, the reason I paused there is this is a big one. This is a huge topic, again, that we cover in the program. It's beyond the scope of this video, but you're an intelligent person, so I'm going to grant you with intelligence, but your identity is built around the consumption of alcohol. Alcohol is such a part of you that you almost don't know what to do without it. You don't know who you are without it. And you might be sitting there thinking, no, that's not me. It is, because you have so many rituals around alcohol. Maybe you go and you meet your friends on a Saturday and you guys drink and watch the game or something. Now you remove alcohol from that, and you're an outsider. You will be feeling like an outsider. So what we need to do is deal with these feelings and understand that this is going to happen, okay? And the way that we will deal with this is with foresight, with planning, okay? We're going to be Nostradamus, you know? We're going to be a psychic, because we know what the future looks like. We can predict the future. We can predict your future. Just as, you know, if you drink a bottle of vodka tonight, you're going to wake up and feel like crap tomorrow. That's the future we can predict. I'm not saying you're going to drink a bottle of vodka. I hope you're not anyway. But what we can do is we can predict these patterns. And the way that we overcome these issues is to plan. So if we know that if we go to the same bar that we always go to with the same people, we're probably going to drink. That's probably what's going to happen. You might lie to yourself and say, oh, I'm not going to drink. But because it's your first Friday, I'm going to encourage you, and I'm going to ask you, almost insist, that you break that habit. Whatever that habit is tonight that you usually do on a Friday night, do something different. Give yourself a pattern interrupt, okay? Don't do the usual thing that you do on a Friday. So if you usually have dinner at home, then maybe go to the gym. If you usually go to the pub, go to the gym. If you usually go to the pub, go home and do something instead where there's no alcohol. You're gonna feel weird, okay? And you're going to feel like you're going to get that fear of the FOMO. You're the fear of missing out. You're going to think, oh, I could be out enjoying myself. I could be doing this. But again, that's the habit talking. And the goal of the program is to get you to a point where you're no longer seeing alcohol as something that you're missing out on. Because if you're thinking about alcohol as something you're missing out on, then you're always going to miss it. And this is where to resist it, you have to use willpower, and willpower is not the answer. Again, that's beyond the scope of this video. It's in the program. You want to get this kicked, watch that video below. But anyway, just for tonight, I want you to break that habit and do something completely different, whatever that is, away from alcohol. Go swimming, go for a run, whatever it is. Go and have a sauna. I don't know, whatever the thing is that'll do for you. Go for a drive, man. Anything. Do something that's going to interrupt that pattern. And think about tonight as a fork in the road, okay? So we've got left, we've got right, okay? Left is what you usually do. Right is the right thing to do, and go and do something different. Take it as a fork in the road. And this is the new path that we're going to take for the rest of this month, okay? And then at the end of the month, you can reassess and decide what you want to do. But this first Friday, this is a big one, okay? And again, remember what we were talking about yesterday, what we were talking about with cravings, these sorts of things. You can manage them, you set timers. You know that they will pass. They are uncomfortable in the moment. I know they are, because if they weren't, you wouldn't have a problem. But you can beat this, okay? And you can get through a craving, and you can satiate these cravings with fizzy water. Was a great one for me, a soda. I also found eating something really helped me. And I'm not going to be too bothered about what you're eating at the moment. If you need to eat a KFC to not drink, screw it, just have a KFC. I'm not saying do that every night, but tonight, maybe sort of replace the alcohol with something nice. Maybe you can have a McDonald's, a KFC, and it can be relatively guilt-free. Because I find once you satiate that alcohol craving with having something to eat, then you're on the path for the night of knowing that you're not going to drink. So anyway, I hope that's going to help you for tonight. What I want you to do again is, if you're not, I want you to subscribe to this channel, because we're going to go through the whole of the month. I want you to like, give me a comment below, let me know how you're doing. There's also a link to a free community where we're doing Sober October as well, and you can see how we're all doing on there. As I say, it's free, there's no obligation to post, although it would be great if you did. But anyway, let's get Friday night out of the way, and I will see you tomorrow morning.